Long ago, there was total chaos. Golfers paying ridiculous prices for golf balls. Despite over 200 different golf balls on the market, people put all their faith in the big corporations, the five kings if you will. Sure that they would help them lower their handicap. However, some question these so-called king and queens, wanting more information about direct-to-consumer and other golf balls on the market. One man turned to YouTube, looking for in-depth reviews on not just the big names, but all the names, whether big or small. He wanted to try them out for himself, but there was no help to be found. Clown reviews were rampant, with most of them being biased and frankly, lacking. That one man set out to change the narrative, providing in-depth reviews and analysis of every golf ball in existence. After 4 years of research, his quest hasn't concluded, but it grows closer and closer to his goal. That is where we rest now, at the second annual Top 100 Golf Ball List, a compiled list of the best golf balls you can buy with little bias and mostly facts. Thank you for joining us this evening as we lay the ground rules for our favorite event of the year. This is the Top 100 Golf Ball List. Anything can happen.
Hey golf ball addicts, welcome. We are finally here. I appreciate your patience. This is just a quick introductory video going over how we rank the top 100 golf balls, the categories we use, and as well as some golf balls that will not be eligible this year. I just want to get that out of the way about why they're not eligible, and that way you don't see them on the list so you know. So if you're new, if you need a refresher, whatever the case is, basically, we do golf balls on 7 categories. We do them on 9-iron performance, 7-iron performance, 5 hybrid performance, and driver performance. And those 4 right there are obvious. How well they perform with the driver, how well they, ball speed, how they rank, all that good stuff. They get given a score out of 10. And then once you get to the performance metrics, then you get into durability, which again, a score out of 10. How durable is the ball? How well does it hold up? And then once you get past that, you have 2 categories that kind of people argue with me on sometimes, but the first one is design, and design is not just alignment tool or logo. It's also, does it come in a variety of colors? Does it have a yellow? Does it have a high visibility for you guys who play in the fall? Do they offer, like 360 alignment tools? Do they offer custom options? Things like that. You'll get bonus points if you offer a variety, opposed to some golf balls are just like, nope, there's our black and white, take it. If you don't like it, leave it. So that can alter that. The other thing is value, which of course is going to be the price. How much are you getting performance-wise versus how much you are spending? That's the one that I do get a question about a lot, just because people are like, well, I care about performance. That's what they tell me is, hey Nick, I care about performance. I don't care the cost. Well, I have an example. It's actually in the top 100. This is a real example. I won't say the golf ball, but there's a 2-piece golf ball that I love. Feels amazing, 10 out of 10. Explodes off the club. Just phenomenal numbers, phenomenal ball speed, really forgiving, all the above, very durable, checks every box. It's $40 a dozen for a 2-piece golf ball. One of the most expensive I've ever tested. That hurts, right? But you guys say, oh, I don't care about that. I just care about the performance, right? Well, then I have another golf ball that performs across the board just as good on everything, except maybe it's a yard less with every club. Who cares? And it's $10 a dozen. So the difference between $40 a dozen and $10 a dozen is a yard. And again, not all of you, but some of you just bang on the table. And performance is all that matters. Value doesn't matter. I disagree. And a lot of us, I think, would disagree. Because again, $40 versus $10, and one's a 10 out of 10 and one's a 9.9 out of 10. I'll take the $10 one. So that's why it's in there. It's very important. So that's how we rank them. We do each category. It's out of a total score of 70. And then those golf balls, now if golf balls tie, say you got 5 golf balls at 55 out of 70, it happens all the time. How do I break that tiebreaker? Well, I go into the greens. I look at as far as, how it felt off the putter, how much checkup it had. Also, the 50-yard pitch. Now, in hindsight, I wish I had put the 50-yard pitch as its own category. I will probably do that next year. But this year, I kind of struggled with it. I didn't know, and so I just used it as a bonus category. If you did really well on 50-yard spin, I gave you a bonus point. If you did really, really awesome, I gave you 2 bonus points. And if, you really bombed it, -1, -2, depending on how bad it was. And that's how I used it. So Really great list here. I'm happy with it. It's awesome. There's a lot of great stuff, but there are some golf balls that I just couldn't put on there that were on there last year. I do want to touch on those really quick, and I'll also touch on why just real quick, starting with the big one, which is just breaks my heart, but that is the Sugar golf ball. That was our #1 last year. It took the top spot, but the reality is those have not been available all year. For 9 months out of the year, you haven't been able to buy them. You still can't buy them. I will not recommend a golf ball if you can't purchase it. So at the moment, I don't know when they're going to get more stock in. I don't know, but unfortunately they are non-eligible this year, which is a shame. The Titleist Speed Tour has been discontinued, and the Top Flight golf balls all got new models. And the Clear golf balls, I know they're sold through Sub 70, but the Clear doesn't have its own website anymore, and they're sold at such a discount on Sub 70 that I have to believe, I think they're on the way out. So unfortunately, they're not eligible either. There are a couple golf balls on this list that will be the previous generation just because I didn't get to testing the new model, unfortunately. I just got too backlogged, but I will go over that when time comes and let you know which model it is. Obviously, if it needs to be called to attention, I'll call it to attention. So that's what we have. I know you're really excited. Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, that's when the 100 through 90 will be. I know you're excited. Let's do this. We're going to do that video, and then every other day we're going to do another one. So, you know, it'll just keep going in 10s like it did last year, and then when we get to the top 10, might give me a few days on that one because I always like to make that one a little special for you guys. But guys, as always, keep watching, keep saving, keep learning. I will see you Friday. I hope you all had a wonderful new year, a wonderful holiday. See you soon.